Hi guys, my name's Christopher O'Brien and I'm here today to make a video about skipping, something really basic. There's loads of videos on YouTube about skipping, so I'm not necessarily here to tell you guys something that is new. However, I feel that I can come to you guys from a different perspective that's been lacking. Taking into account there's lots of people or lots of videos on YouTube about skipping, which I've seen a great deal of, but I felt that they lack certain details. For example, one of the benefits of skipping is weight loss, and you can burn up to 700 calories per hour. Having mentioned benefits, you can do it in a small space. Jump ropes are inexpensive, as opposed to some of the more popular activities like running or cycling or swimming. All of the three that I've mentioned are time consuming, can be costly. In the instance of cycling, to get a decent bike is expensive, if we're being honest, and it's very dangerous as well, because you can be run over. You also need, if you're going to go swimming, you need access to a swimming pool, and that can become quite costly if you're going to do it a couple of times a week. And then there's the running. If you're going to go running, for example, you need time for it. Not everybody has the luxury of the time. There's the weather factor, and it can be done indoors, but then again, you're talking about costs, right? Because treadmills aren't cheap. So rope jumping can be done anywhere because you can carry the rope with you. It's inexpensive. It can be done in a small space, and you can do it for anything from 10 minutes up to an hour, with time, obviously. Initially, it's quite tough to do it for an hour, even for 10 minutes. But the benefits are very, very rewarding. You just have to look at certain athletes, like some of the mixed martial artists in the UFC. People like our own Amir Khan, these people skip on a daily basis. People like David Hay, people like Ashley Theophane, people like Amir Khan, guys like Cal Brook. These guys are all elite athletes and they skip. But it's not primarily for boxers per se, because some of the other elements that come into skipping are hand-to-eye coordination, balance, endurance, timing, and these are transferable skills that can be used in other sports, regardless to whatever sport you're doing. But I feel that skipping hasn't necessarily been marketed to average people. Like, before I got into it, I didn't really understand some of the tremendous benefits that you can get from it. Like I just mentioned, the time factor. Like if you're a mom or a dad and you've got a busy lifestyle and a busy schedule, a student, you're self-employed and you have a heavy workload, a great deal of stress, and you can't go to a gymnasium, or you can't afford to go to a gymnasium, a jump rope really, really eliminates all of the above. And you have to, guys, here's the thing, you have to see it to, you really, really have to see it to believe it. And I guess the best way is to do it yourself and just check out the tremendous benefits of it. However, it's one of those things that you can't just do like once or twice a week. You can do it for 5 or 10 minutes every day, and that's how you get results out of it. But anyway, putting all of that aside, I'm going to make some videos on YouTube about skipping, and I'm going to come from an element that I feel is lacking somewhat, because there's loads of buff guys on YouTube, right? without the shirts on, with the six packs, and that is great, you know, because I love to see people that are successful and people that are doing really well. But then again, I don't necessarily think it appeals to like average people like myself, mums, dads. I'm not saying that those aren't average people, the buff guys. I'm just saying that, you know, everyday people that don't necessarily have time to go into a gym or go cycling, running, etc. There's an easy solution. You know, you can do jump roping or skipping, whatever you want to call it, at home in a small space, and a rope doesn't cost a lot of money. So I'm going to be making videos, detailed videos on how to skip, that are going to include the correct footwear, that are going to include the correct stance, that are going to include the way in which you hold your hands, that are going to include how high you jump, that will teach you how to breathe. Because of all the videos I've seen on YouTube about skipping, I haven't really seen many that cover that whole range, the whole subject matter. You know, and I feel that that's lacking. So I'm going to come from that perspective. And hopefully it can benefit some people. If it can, it would be really great, because I'm really passionate about it. Because skipping has helped me lose a lot of weight, guys, and get into great shape. I'm in a really good place right now. But anyway, please feel free to comment. All comments are really, really appreciated. Please feel free to subscribe, and thank you for your time. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys soon. Cheers. Peace out.